these people have to get in the game and actually run, seek power. They have to move from the streets to the halls of power, run for office, use the political apparatus that they put together to deliver on their own ideas. Hanna Hopko is doing just that. You're going to honor her tonight. The good news for me is I know, and I've known for now well over almost a year, each of the young people you're going to honor. I met with them more than once in Ukraine. Back in June, Hanna gave me a tour of St. Michael's Monastery in Kyiv after taking me for a tour of the Maidan on the one-year anniversary. She told me what happened that day. This last trip, I stood and put flowers on a monument, whereas they marched up a hill. Yanukovych had people standing up, snipers, on top of buildings, firing at them as they marched up over the crest of the hill from the Maidan. And they didn't move. They were all Charles de Gaulle walking toward the Arc de Triomphe. They all, seriously, not a joke. Would you have the nerve, whoever laughed, would you have the nerve to keep walking when you're being fired on? That's what they did. That's what they did. And the fact of the matter is, I was struck in the beginning by Hanna's intelligence, determination, passion about the prospects for Ukrainian democracy. So when I returned a few weeks ago, she was a newly elected member of parliament. She's now Madam Chair of the Rada Foreign Affairs Committee. She's not only smart, she's tough. She knows that turning what she believed and what she's fought for into any kind of reality is really going to be hard. Because every leader in Ukraine that I've come to know and know well acknowledges, look me in the eye, there's still significant corruption. Ukraine has been a kleptocracy. Some think that's offensive to say, but it's a reality. And they've made great progress, but there's still major, major impediments. So people like Hanna and the two other young men you're about to introduce, they have plans to work from inside the government, break the hold of the oligarchs on the Ukrainian economy, benefit the Ukrainian people. As I said, you're about to give Hanna the Avril Harriman Award for Democracy, along with two of her courageous Ukrainian friends tonight. Oleksandr Solontay, I hope, Alexander, I pronounced your name correctly, and Serhiy Leshchenko, both of whom have stood there as well on the Maidan. So I'd like to once again ask you, because you're going to see them, let's give them all three a round of applause. And although what they will face now is not snipers on top of a building, what they're going to face, in a sense, is harder. Undoing 24 years of the vestiges of corruption in the system that was supposedly democratic. Ukraine is fortunate to have some of the bravest, most patriotic men and women I've ever seen. And it's a good thing, because there's so much for them to do. Which brings me to my fourth and final point. The work of perfecting democracy is never done. The United States is the greatest, longest-running democracy the world has ever known, and I believe we remain